All right, we are on our way to King's Row. It's a little bit different map. We're going to be looking at pushing a payload along instead of the capture the point style that we had before. Well, I guess more of a hybrid. So the first point is based around capturing a point, and then from there it unlocks a payload that moves through the streets, kind of shifts up the dynamics a little bit. So we're going to see if which teams are better with that. It seems like, I don't know. I think both teams have showed a lot of strength in a lot of different ways. I think Cam being on Widow is going to be really strong on this initial point, and that's definitely something they need to be careful of. But Daft Monkey's shown that he's really pretty proficient at this Junkrat play, and they're, especially in the Streets phase, if it comes down to that, if they're able to get the first point, the Streets phase, the Junkrat can just be so strong. And he's strong on this point too as well. As you can see, there's a couple different corridors that you can kind of break the game up into, right? You've got your left, your right, and you've got this little inside the hotel or whatever it is. So a lot of opportunities for Junkrat to really wreak some chaos in here as compared to like Junkertown, which is a little bit more open map for the most part.
All right.
Cool.
And I'm back. We handed out our vinyl for Mobius, play of the game. So what are you looking at here for King's Row?
Yes, King's Row. We've got Daft Monkey doing a little cheeky move here, hoping to get some kills right away out the gate. Maybe. He's got to be careful, though. If he's not out of here in time.
He might get trapped. Oh, is that Blitzbolt?
Oh, no. Jumped the wrong way.
Oh, no.
That's really bad for our Team Slimer there. As I have a feeling that Werewolf is just going to completely abuse that early pick and just take it over right now, which is exactly what they're doing. But Shakanon does get picked up, which is not good for them, even though they're down one. But the res is able to come in, which is going to keep everybody up, and Werewolf is going to continue this aggression. Big guy, though, really wrecking people, but it's not going to be enough. And Team Werewolf,
and I was going to say, Mr. Pick Picks is really ebbing and flowing there between everybody.
A little combo with Doorway there. So Daft Monkey, good idea. You know, it's fun to get those early picks, but he put the concussion explosion on the wrong side and shot off in the wrong direction. So like I was saying earlier, in these street phases, it is really close quarters, and you're going to notice that Junkrat's going to be pumping out a lot of damage.
Very effective. Yeah, absolutely. Another hero that's good that does splash damage is your Pharah, within reason. She's not quite, you can't really hide as well as Junkrat and use that ricochet, but it still does splash damage in a tight space. So this portion here is usually pretty quick to get through, and when we get up to the leg here, we might see a little stoppage, maybe, by Slimer. If they get together, you see they got the top. Oh, we see a Zarya ult get popped off in the back there.
Big old opportunity.
Oh my goodness.
But he's already lost a couple there. Daft Monkey trying to get in there, but he gets picked up.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, one of the things to notice, I was going to say, is there's a lot of Rhine ults here, but you got to have that follow-up.
So Team Werewolf really doing well on this first point here and just kind of marching through.
Yeah.
Really cool to see. That is pretty exciting here.
Oh, wow, right around the bend, which is this is a good point for them, for Werewolf. That's good stuff. Good positioning there with Mercy up at the top, staying safe behind the line, if you will. You got your tank Winston on the top. Here comes Big Guy being ultra aggressive again, as we see time and time again, but he's got the Zarya shield there, keeping him protected as he goes in and then goes back outside of the payload, shields up, absorbing damage as he should be.
But they managed to cap the point there. That was huge for Team Werewolf there. They pushed it up just enough. I thought Team Slimer was going to try and make a stand and hold the point, but they weren't able to do it.
And
all coming out of Werewolf. Sinner picks up a bunch. He's got a great ult opportunity here if he wants to pop it. He does. It's a little bit late as Doorway falls off the map. And that's going to be nothing there. Ooh, that was a big mistake.
Wow, good bounce back by Slimer there.
Well, it was a good bounce back off some major mistakes by Team Werewolf there. But they're holding a really aggressive forward position. Most teams want to hold the corner there, mainly because there's not too much of an advantage to holding that far up, and they do fall back to a more conservative position. Team Werewolf now continues with their aggression. Kind of see these teams starting to collapse. Doorway picking up Daft Monkey, but huge amounts of damage coming out of Big Guy here. In combination with Cam, there's just nothing that they can do. Team FB FB Boy gets picked up there pretty hard, and and now Team Werewolf's recollecting themselves again. Look at that, Big Guy already has his ult back up. He's doing so much aggression this game. It's just unbelievable.
I feel like he's not getting followed up enough. I think we need some good damage on a follow-up there.
Yeah, and I think, though, he's constantly doing damage. I mean,
Yes.
his ult is just up and up and up. And here we go. There's going to be another big ult opportunity, which he manages to pick up 2 of them. It's still pretty good. There they go. They're starting to move in a little bit more.
There we
Pick
go.
up Blitz, gets the res.
We'll notice a Winston positioning going in and out of that shield while playing with the bubble as well.
Shakana assisting with that tire. Does manage to get Big Guy, and really early ult out of Zarya there, but
no!
we're just going to click right off of that.
Yeah,
That's always
yeah,
heartbreaking. That's 2 in the hole for Team Werewolf.
Wow.
Honestly, that's Team Slimer's strongest player right now, is
Yeah.
that pit at the edge there.
I don't think I've seen that many pitfalls
Oh,
in all of the last seasons combined. Wow.
Team Werewolf is halted yet again, but they went through those beginning phases so long, they've still got 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
If I was Team Werewolf,
They're okay.
I got nothing to worry about right now.
Sitting fine.
You can see 2 big ults here out of, there it is, right there. There's the first one. Gotta have the ult coming down. There we go.
In the bubble. Oh
Ultimate
my.
FB picks them all up with the Pharaoh.
Is that a team wipe?
It is.
Wow. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
that's really bad. With Henuretta going down right now, they're going to be down a Mercy as they start to move up here. She does have Valkyrie, which is going to allow her to really, come
Really
back
push
with a
hard, but
vengeance.
they're going to be very close when she unleashes that ult.
Ooh, ult though coming out of Mobius.
But answered it. Wow.
And just cleans them right out. Down the pit.
Slimer came back with a vengeance.
So while they had a great opportunity there, Team Slimer had to drop a lot of ults to kind of stay in the match.
I was going to say, not to pick it apart too much, but I don't know if you noticed Werewolf did not have 3 on the payload there.
Oh, no, I wasn't picking
Oh,
up.
all right. I was watching the arrows there. If you look at the top of the screen there, it'll tell you how many people you have on the payload. Obviously, it's moving backwards now, but you can have up to a max of 3 is where you start seeing the most movement of the payload.
Dude just got this tons of damage coming out by Sinner there, but if you notice up there, Cam, nobody's able to take him down, and it all comes down, picks him up. Again,
Wow.
Big Guy just constantly has his ult up. Picks though, pops his ult, gets 2 up. Now in that Valkyrie is just so strong right now, able to chain heal or damage boost everybody, but Henuretta pops her ult, and they're just going back and forth. Resin targets, Sinner picks him up, but the reses just make it so challenging. As one target goes down, another one just gets picked up right away.
Wow.
And they're kind of forced to back up a little bit, Team Werewolf, and recollect themselves in their final 30 seconds here.
Wow, you talk about a turnaround there. Wow.
Yeah, Team Werewolf is looking unstoppable, just bringing it going one after another, but after that kind of messed up Graviton and a couple other early deaths, they got stopped. So Shakana doing a good job. You got to keep that soldier, you got to keep Cam off the top there.
Yeah,
So
keep him
all
off that ledge.
Graviton comes down, doesn't manage to get anybody. Lucio, though, that's a big one right there. Team Slimer is
It
trying to
is.
pick up targets, but doesn't get anybody. Oh, Big Guy finally
Yeah,
picking
got
up
a
2, and
couple
those
there.
both supports.
Again, going back to Big Guy getting credit,
And
and
now both tanks are
Wow.
down, but the difference between taking the tanks compared to the Mercy is the Mercy can res.
Yeah.
Completely takes out one of those, and this is Team Slimer all day long right here.
Yep. Slimer for days.
I don't... Right now, this Reinhardt play is obliterating Team Werewolf right now.
Yeah.
I just don't think that they're able to handle his amount of DPS that's coming out. And again, I really think Team Werewolf should be running Orisa to deal with that. They know that he's been running this Rhine. They know he's been really aggressive. You can get the Orisa to throw the little... What's the move that sucks her back? Sucks him back?
You talking about her grab ball?
Yeah, whatever the grab ball is. Or the pulling move, right? You can launch that out. You can pull him back. And that negates tons of DPS. While if he's charging at you, you've got your chain gun going, and you've got your shield up to protect your team.
So that would be a switch on there. If we look at the lineup on Werewolf right now, that would be a shock and awe switching up so they don't lose a tank. But I would argue that I would switch the Rhine for the Orisa over a Zarya or Roadhog because you still want the damage output because you need that. You still need that damage. Where Orisa does have the damage, but she's I don't know. It can be combated either way.
They have a lot of the changes to Orisa has really allowed her to be a really strong frontline.
She
tank.
is, yeah.
So I think you can play around that and make it work. The shield's bigger. You get the recharge. Yeah. I think if you want to deal with
I was going to say, who would you switch out looking at
Rhine for Orisa.
Okay, that's my vote. Yeah.
The pull is so strong. The halt is so strong against his charge.
The other thing here, I know we're running out of time to do our side chatter, but the other thing I was going to note was some teams would say we got to take out the Rhine. They're thinking offensive. My knee-jerk reaction, I think some of our newer players might opt to have like a Reaper, or they might shift the blame to their DPS, saying you're not giving enough damage to the Rhine.
But you got 2,000 shield.
Yeah,
which is so hard to break through.
Yep.
So this is a best of 3 as a reminder. So if Team Slimer does win this, they're going to take week number 1. And
First win.
Right out the gate. That aggressive... excuse me. That aggression is unprecedented. The amount of just unbelievable just hammer swings are unbelievable.
Big hammer swinging. Yep.
So let's see what they're able to do as Team Slimer starts to take on the aggression here. Mobius already such highly charged. He at 88 right now, 100 max charge. He is pumping out the damage right now,
and protecting a big guy where everyone's trying to take him down.
Exactly. There we go. Team Werewolf starting to combat this a little bit, but Daft Monkey in the back line there, picking up a couple. Maybe he's trying to get on those healers, trying to get on Blitzball, but he's just too far away.
Oh.
So Team Slimer is able to pick up the first tick, which is good for them, and they're going to need to regroup a little bit here.
Oh, we just missed that. Another offensive big guy.
Slimer, though, from downtown, Cam with the Dragons.
Wow. Grab ball thrown there.
Doorway's just trying to hang on.
Well...
Team Slimer, though, doing a ton of damage there.
They might have this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
they're just not going to be able to get back there in time.
But wait, Werewolf kind of pierced in there.
Oh, look at that. Barely.
Oh.
Definitely mistaken. Daft Monkey, though, with a nice ult, though.
Only managed to take one out. Rexaw doing a little bit of cleaning up there as the Lucio,
but it's just
though.
So challenging there. We're going to see if this Valkyrie might be able to do a little something. You got to reload Rexaw.
Oh, man.
There we go. Slimer picking it up.
Got a little side chatter if you can hear that.
So this is where, again, and it's so easy for us as casters, like we're not in the game, we can see all this action. A big guy is so aggressive. It's punishable.
It is. It is.
It really is.
It's so obvious to us. Yeah. I mean, look at how far in front he is. Yeah. But he immediately knows when to retract, so he's not constantly respawning.
He loses the shield, he falls back. Nobody gets picked up by that for the most part, and now Shotgunaw's out of position.
Well, they've separated now. They've kind of pierced the team in two, if you will, when they're trying to stay on the payload.
So that's what's so interesting about his playstyle. It's just hyper aggressive. See, the shield doesn't even go up. Shotgunaw's like, I gotta protect my team. Big guy's like, no, man. What's a tank? I'm DPS.
Well, that's what's crazy about the way he's playing this Reinhardt. But he's all, I mean, he just doesn't, I mean, therethere's no stopping.
It's unbelievable.
But the one thing I have to say, though, a good Zarya is helping him out
Yes.
in a huge way.
Oh,
here, so.
yeah. Mobius is doing a lot to make sure that this works.
I also think how many synonyms we can have to big and huge during this whole talk of, oh boy. And he took out Blitzbolt. I feel like this is Team Reinhardt right now.
Finally
There
gets
they go.
taken down.
Shut
there.
him down a little bit.
Ooh, big ult coming down. Are they going to be able to contest this? Slimer, though, pops the Lucio ult, but responded to
Well,
just reses and Werewolf looks like they're coming out on top on this. Daft Monkey pops a little early ult, and they managed to stop the payload 3 meters away.
Werewolf's holding on to it a little bit here. If for nothing else, I think there's been a lot of controversy around the new Mercy changes. If nothing else, it keeps this action going.
Oh yeah, these are, I think about how many games we've casted, and we never have the action persist as long as we do now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
Cam
at
with the
that.
reflect picks up Blitzball.
He said no to
doesn't feel
Blitzball. This is the
good.
junk, yeah. Well, Slimer's coming back full force right now. They've got 2 ults they're resting on.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're going to need to blow that. Another ult comes out of Big Guy. Henrietta is holding on to her Valkyrie. Probably a good idea. That don't look like they're going to need it. But a big ult comes down. But Henrietta gets picked up by
gets picked
Blitzball
off
in that
anyways.
last second. But it's all right. Team Slimer is going to need to back up. They've got a minute and a half here to go.
Yeah, collect yourself, guys and girls.
A lot of big ult opportunities there that were missed, and Doorway and Blitz can really make a deadly combination right here.
Yeah.
But then again, so can Mobius and Cam. So we're going to see who's able to get the better graviton. But we also have the Valkyrie out of Henrietta. So really, this is still anybody's matchup right here.
Yeah, and we've got a Lucio ult fast approaching there on Werewolf, which is a huge plus for them to keep
ult
them up.
quickly comes down.
Oh, Blitz manages to get 2 on that.
There we go. Henrietta pops hers, and they're all ready to go. But Werewolf's already up 1.
Here goes their time to
big
move. They've got
ult
all
coming
Werewolf
down there.
trapped in right now.
Just slicing
What?
and dicing.
Oh, wow. That
Really?
is a team wipe.
Yep. That's team kill right there, and it looks like Team Slimer's looking to clean this up right here.
And looking pretty good. Just hitting the 2-minute mark right now. We got Cam and the monkey out front. The Daft Monkey.
Ooh, Cam quickly picks up the Mercy. That's definitely not what you want if you're
gotta-
a Team Werewolf. And Big Guy's already in that back line. Just
What's he
shredding.
doing back there? Damage? Oh, he got taken out.
Most likely. Reses Cam in the midst of a lot of combat, but Cam is just relentless.
And the Lucio ult to push Team Slimer in. That is...
They're just holding on for dear life right now, but it's not going to be enough.
I don't know. It looks like Cam, they're really pushing Genji's damage right now. How much can Genji push out before going down?
Oh,
Shotgun
charge
back.
comes in.
Look out for that wheel. Took out both their healers. Cam is still doing damage. I think Slimer's probably saying regroup right now.
But do they need to? Cam's already picked them up. It's 2-on-2 right now.
Yeah, they can do some damage there.
Blitz takes him off. Now they're definitely
Careful,
going to need
Mobius.
to back up.
Careful. All right, we're hitting down. We're just under the minute mark right now. Slimer's got one more really good, healthy battle in them.
Yep. This is going to be big. We've got Mobius's ult with the Reaper ult, and no real good way
there
to
it
stop
goes.
it. Here it is.
Let's see what happens. Cam in the back line.
Oh!
You see a Daft Monkey doing some...
And there
I
it is.
think Slimer...
Potentially.
Wait a minute. Hold on. There it is.
Oh,
All right.
nice play out of a lot of players there.
Slimer match 2. All right, let's see who play the game is. We're going to cut to our camera real quick. And... Oh, naturally.
Nice.
All right.
Definitely very deserving there. These ults are just out of control. There's a ton of really good plays here.
Very nice.
Who was playing the Farah? Can't keep track of anybody.
I know. Now we have to keep track of all.
I know.
So
There's too much going on.
real quick, because we're on a tight schedule. So we've got our next group of matches coming up at Skeletons versus Dracula. I also wanted to make a quick announcement for this season. Our first week, we are sponsored by That's It, which is a healthy snack for all the gamers. So it's easy to grab when you don't want to go to the refrigerator or order anything that could be unhealthy. So they're here passing out bars to the players here.
Yeah.
So we're going to set up the other game here. We're going to cut over to our waiting screen, so stay tuned. And thanks everybody for watching so far. We got a lot of games to go.
Absolutely. Yep.